Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to gain power with these extension moves. All right guys, so let's talk about how to gain power with these extension moves. Before we dive in, two things I want to talk to you guys about quick. Number one is our upcoming golf schools. The response has been awesome. This is our first year doing 3-day golf schools. We have them planned out for the upcoming months. If you are interested in coming to a 3-day golf school with us, all-inclusive immersion event, the best way that I know how to really take your golf game to the next level, would be you coming to see us for 3 days. Would love to have you. Check out the link down in the description down below for more details. Also, CogornoGolf.com. If you can't make a golf school or come see us in person, that is the next best option. We have a ton of different courses on the site. We have a lot of quick fix. There's a whole practice session, and we're always adding new content to that site, really guided learning beyond what we can do here on YouTube. We also have our Facebook community where you can post up swings. Join us as a community of people trying to get better at the game and enjoy it more. Would love to see you guys there. Also, the link will be in the description down below. So how to gain power with these extension moves. The baseline idea that I want to get across here is that you can hit the ball farther, gain distance or power by learning to extend your body more. This is one of those things where more or less one-to-one across the board. The more extension you have, the farther you're going to hit it. The less extension you have, the shorter you're going to hit it. And when I say extension, if I were just to turn sideways here, this is me standing straight up and down. Extension would be if I were to essentially lean back. So I have a little curve in my spine and my chest is up towards the sky. That would be extension. This would be normal. And then this would be flexed forward. So if I bend over forward is flexed forward. This is straight up and down. And then this would be extension back this way, leaning back, belt buckle forward. Now this extension move where I go like this, believe it or not, I do that during my backswing and during my follow through, and it's a huge speed movement. The same way if you were to kind of watch a long jump or a high jumper work, right? They go down and flex forward and then they extend everything up for speed and power. The same thing happens in a golf swing. So I want to kind of explain how this backswing motion works, how the follow through works, and then give you some feels that you can use and actually track it and see how far your ball goes. I would say there's definitely at least a half a club, maybe a club to be gained for a lot of you with your irons, and some distance off the tee if you're interested in that. So backswing wise, now when I make a backswing, there's really 3 parts included with a backswing. Not me, kind of anyone that makes a backswing. If I'm standing and take my normal setup position, there is a turn, a tilt, and an extension in any specific order. If I were to stand here like this during my backswing, I extend, I tilt to the left, and I turn towards the target, right? So if I were to use this here as sort of a guideline, this is me straight up and down. As I go back, I would extend, so my chest is up towards the sky. I would tilt to the left, left shoulder down, and I would turn towards the target. And that should look pretty darn normal with extension in, right? So from this side, here's me normal. I would extend up towards the sky. I would tilt to the left, and I would turn, and that should look pretty darn normal, right? I would not stay flexed just normal like this, tilt to the left and turn. Why not? Because then my head moved off the ball, I'm too far bent forward. I would not bend over this way, tilt to the left and turn, then I'd be way too bent over. So there is extension during your backswing. When you make a backswing, when you extend, what did I say were the kind of the main feel? Would be that chest up towards the sky. So if I really wanted to make a powerful backswing, I would do 2 things, right? I would extend like so and tilt down. That's my movement. So if you were to stand up when you're doing this, if you're at home or go out to the range, put a club or object in the middle of your chest, stand normal. Make that point up towards the sky, maybe 30 degrees or so. Turn yourself away and then tilt down in that order. So towards you, towards the camera, straight up and down, up with my chest, and then I rotate. It's still up, right? I'm not here, it's up. And then I take my left shoulder and I tilt it down. That would be where your backswing is supposed to be. And then you can start hitting shots with that. The feels on the way back would be chest up towards the sky, left shoulder down. This would be chest down towards the sky, no good. Chest up towards the sky, left shoulder down. If you're someone who has problems with moving their head off the ball, this would be a way to fix that. Chest up towards the sky, left shoulder down, and hit some shots with that and see if it feels any more powerful or the distance. Like when I do that well, the ball definitely comes off the face hotter, chest up, left shoulder down, compared to my normal. And I can measure that with TrackMan and measure my ball speed and my club head speed. What goes up to make me hit it farther is my actual club head speed, right? That's the part that's changing when I do my extension. So same thing, I'm going chest up, left shoulder down on my way back, chest up, left shoulder down, same sort of thing going back. And there's my extension piece. I got that a smidge thin, but that's still pretty darn good. And that's my backswing piece. Now, guess what? When I do my follow through, it's the same thing. When I go through, I don't go like this, chest down, right, like this. When I go through, if you watch someone who hits the ball far, what do they look like? They look like what? Chest up, belt buckle forward, extension. Same thing like this. Here's me here, here's my follow through. It's the same exact piece, and that's the same thing that gives me distance on the way through. Now on the way back, we said chest up, left shoulder down for distance. Guess what the way through is like? Just the opposite. Chest up, right shoulder down on the way through. So that would be the follow through piece. If I want to do just that, I'd make some swings, feel my chest and shirt buttons up towards the sky, and my right shoulder stays down. Let's go ahead and do one or two with that. So chest up, right shoulder down on the way through, just a little tiny one. Good, and there's my extension piece on the way through. That feels really good for me. So I can do them on either side, and I can put them all together. How much or which one you should do depends on where you're coming from, right? So if you've got really bad, you stay really bent down on the way through, on the way back, then you need to really feel that extension. If your backswing's good, but you stay really bent over, then you need to feel it more on the way through, right? It depends on where you're coming from. But if I were to put that together, I would go chest up, left shoulder down, going back, right? Chest up, right shoulder down, going through. Now I don't go like this, chest up, shoulders flat, and raise up. I don't do that. I need to keep my left side bend as my chest goes up, keep my right side bend as my chest goes through. I don't go like this, just chest up and stand up. I go chest up, right side bend on the way through, and that's kind of pivot 101, right? If you watch players who hit the ball far, they do that pretty darn well. Chest up, left shoulder down, going back, chest up, right shoulder down on the way through. And that's extension on both sides. And when you get done, you should have your belt buckle fully towards the target, should be the closest thing. Your chest should be up, your butt squeezed under you, your legs are extended. The opposite on the way back, right? So one more like that. And obviously as you're doing this, this is a power movement. Your goal would be power with this. This is not necessarily an accuracy movement, although it can be. This is power. Am I hitting it farther? You need to give yourself feedback, right? You need to be recording yourself to see what you're actually doing. Don't make one swing, go, okay, Eric said chest up, left shoulder down, chest up, right shoulder down, I hit that fat, I'm done with that. That's not how this works. You need to see where you're coming from, record it, and adjust accordingly. So I'll do one more with my iron. Chest up, left shoulder down, chest up, right shoulder down. Let's go ahead and hit that same feel. Good, and that feels really good to me on the way through. And now, right, everyone asks, Mary and I joke about this, is it the same with the driver, right? And it is the same with the driver. Most all this stuff is the same with the driver. I just always demonstrate with an 8-iron because that's how we do it, but it's almost always the same thing with driver. So with my driver, if I want to hit the ball farther, would I go chest down, chest down? No, right? That's the 90-year-old guy who hits the ball nowhere. If you watch someone who really hits it far, like a Justin Thomas who maximizes their speed, chest up on both sides. Left shoulder down on the way back, absolutely. Right shoulder down on the way through, absolutely. So same thing with the driver for distance, and try the chest up going back first, see how that feels, and then try the follow through, see how that feels, and then try combining them. So chest up, left shoulder down on the backswing. So that feels really good. That's like 450 yards-ish. Maybe a little shorter than that, but that feels good. And then I would do the follow through. Like, can I get chest up, right shoulder down, push my hips forward on the way through, and can I gain some distance with that? Good, and that feels really, really good too. And then can I put those two pieces together? Now, if I was normally practicing, would I just do these and guess? No, I wouldn't, right? I'd have my camera on. I'd be checking those. Now, can I do them, put them together? Chest up on the way back, chest up on the way through. Good, and those feel really, Solid. So extension on both sides for power. You have to keep your side bends when you do that, or else you are literally just gonna stand up, right? You have to even this stand up out with left side bend when you go back and right side bend on the way through. And check players you see, you have to have good extension and good side bends to keep your head in the circle like I always talk about. It is a humongous power movement. So if you guys have any questions about this, as always, leave a comment down below and check your favorite players. Try that out and you'll gain some distance when you're practicing. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, do us a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell. Also, please subscribe if you haven't. If you do want more instruction from me tailored for you, check out CogornoGolf.com. The link is in the description down below. Thank you guys.